Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. This video is a follow-up on the Your First 10 Hours in MapleStory video. We're following a fresh account on its progression for the next 10 hours, explaining what I focus on and why, and how I intend to progress in the Reboot server in MapleStory Global. The first 10 hours of playtime left us at level 208. The next 10 hours we're going to focus on getting our main at a spot where we can sort of park it, so we can focus on some other things to help our progression and get into our first weekly boss runs. MapleStory is a slow game with systems that cannot be avoided and just take up a lot of your time. So our first course of action is to complete our dailies before reset, of course, giving us more arcane symbols that we need to progress in those arcane river areas. Getting these symbols to the max level of 20 will take a lot of time, so there's no need to stress about if you miss a day here and there. It really doesn't matter. This is just the slow progression that the game has. During our dailies though, we leveled up and are now level 211. Don't forget to play the minigame over at Spiegelman on the event map for additional EXP, and complete Maple Tour and Monster Park daily for EXP and Mesos. I also continue to defeat daily bosses like the normal Root Abyss bosses, normal Zakum and Chaos Horntail. We do this to get more Mesos and cubes, which we need to reroll our potential lines on our items. We also got a new badge from Easy Magnus, and Zakum still is not dropping one of his accessories. We also did not complete the Reverse City questline yet in the Arcane River. A lot of time we spent in the next 10 hours are playing those dungeons and doing questlines. I hope you already have done them so you can just skip them, but because this is a new account we cannot skip anything, so everything just takes a while. Completing side areas like Reverse City is a must do though, because they increase the amount of arcane symbols you can get from your dailies. And they usually reward symbol selectors as well. Also, if you get those, don't use them yet. We're using most of them on the Legend symbol, as that one is harder to level up compared to the first two. We continue completing various pre-quests. After completing Reverse City and the Choo Choo quest line, we're already level 214. If you can, hold off on doing your dailies if you know you're going to unlock a new area on the same day. Unlocking new areas reduces the amount of daily quests needed to be completed in the previous area, so you can save a bit of time there. Completing more dailies, we reach level 217, and after completing the Yum Yum Island questline, another round of dailies and a short grind, we reach level 220. Now we can unlock the Lachlan symbol after defeating Story Mode Lucid, without dying of course. This was also one of the rules we set for this character. We can never die. If we die once, we have to delete the main character. Thankfully though, Story Mode Lucid isn't all that scary, especially with our Absolute weapon that we got from the Burning event. I dropped most of my arcane symbols into the Lachlan symbol and a few into Choo Choo and Vanishing Journey. Ideally, you just drop everything you can in Lachlan if you plan to play for a long time, but I want to one-shot monsters faster and I need stats quickly, so getting an additional level by using a few of your arcane symbols in the first two can be beneficial in the short term. Besides your symbols, another big part of your progression are your nodes. You can get all the stats you want, but your nodes will make up a massive part of your damage on your skills as well. Always save up and level up the Erda Shower node. This skill is amazing now after ignition and made most classes S tier mobbers. Place it down to cover a part of the map for you for better rates. I recommend boosting your trials first, so disassembled nodes that you don't need. Like always, we do level up the 5th job skill nodes. We save weapon aura as well, so we'll be using that one. All of the nodes that we don't use either get fused into our existing trials or ripped apart and recreated into the nodes that we need. You always just craft a node of the first skill that's in your trial, and that's the one you can fuse. I bought nodes from the Clover event, from the Ignition store. Oh, and I actually also got 2 trade boost potions. I dropped everything there in Ambition so we could get a small boost to our Ignore defense. We'll be needing a lot of this stat once we go bossing. And of course we cannot forget our equipment either. If they have Star Force, I always get my items to 10 stars first. Then I focus on getting epic potential through either epic potential scrolls that I found from those Polo and Frito pouches, or I use the cubes that I got from bosses. I'm still very short on stamps, but we'll get those from those same pouches as well eventually. I also just buy them from the event store later. But for now, our goal is to get everything to epic and get 6% strength. We got a unique emblem, which we rolled 1 attack line on. For our emblem and secondary, we want to roll attack percentage or magic attack if you're playing as a mage class. Our first goal would be one-shotting the monsters around their level so we can grind faster. With a bit more upgrading and leveling our symbols, we reach 7k stats. I'll show my full gear towards the end of the video. We're level 223 at this point, which is a nice level to explore other options, you know, besides just grinding. So we unlock Arcarium and defeat him for a new pendant. I finally felt safe enough to go in there without the fear of dying because the fight took too long. I also unlocked Golux. I need to be kinda careful with him as I'm not allowed to die, and going into Hard or Helix too early isn't the best combination together with our rules. Normal is easy enough though. Also, I still did not get the accessory from Zakum, so with 7k stats and 0 link skills, it was time to face off against the skills version of a handful of stones. The fight was surprisingly easy, even though my IED was low, it's like 66%. We managed to push through and defeat him in like 5 minutes. I actually learned from my other Mihail, that's already level 250, to just completely avoid the arms and to not try to royal guard them. The timing is just too finicky to get it right. Instead, I just royal guard the fire, and you can also parry the falling rocks in the second phase. So of course we defeat this boss deadless. Mihail is pretty easy to boss with, not that many skills and lots of safety. Just don't get too overconfident and don't do those risky parries, so you should be golden. And finally, we got the accessory that we needed. We also found a belt and a cape. The belt and accessory we're using. The cape was slightly worse than the wings that I had already, so I'm just still using those. Getting close to Arcana, I also felt like it's a good time to start working on our link skills. Those are needed for us to tackle those kills for the biz bosses later on, which is the next step in our progression. First, I'm going to level a Mercedes, Evan and Phantom to level 120. I will slowly get them to level 140 by defeating Zakum arms. Mercedes and Evan, their link skill increases EXP, which will help both my main and Mules level up faster, and Phantom increases critical rate, which will also give us a nice damage boost. It will get our main Mihail to 100% critical rate, and it will help on the Mules as well. You can also go for an Aaron if you want, but I like to prioritize the other ones, so I'm not gonna go for Aaron this time around. After those are done, I will focus on Demon Avenger, Kanna and Hoyoung to get some more damage increasing link skills. Hoyoung's link skill also increases ignore defense, and then I go for Luminous and Demon Slayer for both ignore defense and pulse damage. Maybe I'll make a Beast Tamer and Zero too for their link skills and legion effects, but let's see just how far we can get without them. I already started working on my Mercedes, which is currently almost level 100. I transferred over some EXP cards that I had and a Burninator that I'll be using for the Evan, and I got a title as well from the guide menu. That one increases EXP too. It will help a ton with leveling those link skill mules a bit faster. I do recommend working on the main first, get some EXP cards that you don't need, and then transfer those over to your mules to make sure those level up faster. I wouldn't worry too much about your Legion for now either, they will just grow passively as we'll get more link skill mules. So these are my stats, skills and gear. I still have plenty of things to do. I need to still complete the Temple of Time questline so we can fight Pink Bean. I wonder if we can actually take on Hardhila without dying. I'll definitely try that next time. And doing a few more dailies will probably get me into Arcana as well, which will give us another level 5 symbol for a nice damage boost. If I had the ignore defense, I think we should be strong enough already for the first 3 bosses in Chaos through the Abyss. But we definitely need more IED first, that's gonna be our big priority next. If we can get a bit more mesos before Dual Miracle Time, that's gonna happen next weekend, that would be great as well. Also, I didn't show it in this video, but make sure to do your weeklies over at the Demon Camp and Scrapyard as well. You'll need that for the next gear set. Next video will actually focus a bit more on that gear progression. And that's all for today. I hope it was all useful, that gives you direction for your progress. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Cody Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Gussus Rodriguez, Digby, Vira, Trevor, Michael Menchaca, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Afterlord _MS, Striker Elk, Tidal One Pun, Radical Jaws, Riser RU, Sir Tito 655, Mathias Simonsson, PC Game Life, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, Conrad Crystallis, Ace Light, Mr. Anark, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Muka 1017, BNB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Priscilla, Brendon Cam, Vake Botnet, Fekko, Victor Sundstrom, ceemak, Only, Rashid Alarudi, Gerlando Balavia, Gianfranco Calderon Canavero, Lucky Beats, Matthew Def, Gummy Bullet, Lord Fazil, Spats D. Kaiser, Zunnen, That Archie Guy, Grogro, Grable Egg, and Louis Bento Brandau. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and as always, happy mapling.